what it was really like in Titanic's first class. Late at night, the first-class spaces felt hushed and unhurried. Soft lamps glowed along quiet corridors. Carpets muted every step. Gentle scents of polished wood and clean linen rested in the air. Staterooms were wide and calm, with smooth walls and warm colors. Curtains moved slightly with the ship's steady breath. A silver tray might hold tea cooling slowly. Everything invited stillness, as if time itself had decided to rest. Life in these rooms followed a quiet rhythm. Mornings drifted in with pale light. Evenings settled with low voices and soft music. Guests read by lamplight or wrote slow letters at tidy desks. Fine china waited patiently in dining rooms, shining without hurry. Windows showed endless water, dark and smooth. The ship moved gently beneath it all, a calm motion that soothed the body and eased the mind. As the hours grew deeper, first class felt wrapped in quiet care. Beds were turned down, smooth and cool. Hallways dimmed to a gentle glow. Somewhere, footsteps passed and faded. The ocean breathed outside, slow and steady. Inside, thoughts became softer. Comfort lingered in every detail. The night stretched on, wide and peaceful, holding the moment tenderly, until everything drifted into calm silence. In the quiet hours after dinner, first-class spaces seemed to grow even softer. Chairs rested beside small tables. Lamps cast warm pools of light on polished surfaces. Voices became low and gentle. Some guests sat in silence, simply listening to the ship's slow movement. The air felt steady and safe. Outside, the sea stretched wide and dark, moving without sound, like a calm, endless thought. Personal rooms offered a deeper sense of peace. Beds were neatly arranged, sheets smooth and cool. Soft blankets waited patiently. A mirror reflected dim light, never too bright. Water rested quietly in glass pitchers. Trunks and bags stayed closed, as if nothing needed to be reached for again. The ship's quiet hum flowed through the walls, steady and reassuring, like a distant lullaby carried through wood and steel. As night continued, everything settled into stillness. The lights grew lower, corridors emptied, even the air seemed to slow. The ship moved forward without effort, floating gently through the dark. Inside, comfort wrapped around every thought. Breathing became slow and easy. The world felt far away. The moment lingered, soft and unbroken, fading gently into deep, peaceful calm. In the deepest part of the night, first class felt almost suspended in stillness. Curtains were drawn halfway, letting only a trace of moonlight pass. The glow from small lamps rested quietly on walls and ceilings. Chairs stood untouched. Tables were cleared and calm. The ship's movement was slow and even, like a long breath. Everything felt balanced. Nothing asked for attention. The space simply existed, gentle and steady. The sounds were soft and distant, a faint creak of wood, a quiet footstep far away. The ocean brushed along the hull with a slow rhythm. In the rooms, the air was cool and smooth. Pillows waited patiently. Blankets lay light and warm. Thoughts softened without effort. The mind wandered gently, without direction. Time seemed to stretch and thin, becoming less important with every passing moment. As the night held on, comfort settled deeper. Lights dimmed until they were barely there. The ship continued its quiet journey through dark water. Inside, everything remained calm and contained. Breathing stayed slow. Muscles rested. The world felt far, muted, and kind. Nothing changed quickly. Nothing needed to happen. The moment remained soft and unbroken, drifting gently onward, until it slowly dissolved into peaceful silence. Near the edge of morning, first class remained wrapped in quiet ease. Lamps were low and steady. The soft glow touched walls and fabrics without hurry. Chairs and sofas rested as they were left. The air felt smooth and untroubled. Outside the windows, the sea lay dark and patient. The ship moved on with gentle confidence, carrying its calm through every corridor and room. In private spaces, comfort lingered like a warm memory. Sheets stayed cool and clean. Pillows held their shape in silence. Personal items rested neatly, undisturbed. A faint warmth drifted from hidden vents. The quiet hum of the ship continued, even and soothing. Breathing slowed naturally. Thoughts lost their edges. The mind floated lightly, without needing to hold on to anything at all. As the hours passed, stillness deepened. Lights dimmed further, becoming only a suggestion. Sounds softened until they nearly disappeared. The ship glided forward, smooth and constant. Inside, nothing pressed for attention. Everything felt settled and safe. The night seemed endless and kind. The moment stretched gently, unbroken and calm, slowly thinning into quiet, drifting, peaceful silence. The quiet before dawn settled gently over first class. Soft shadows rested along the walls. Lamps glowed like distant stars, calm and steady. The air felt cool and balanced. Curtains stayed still. Chairs waited without movement. The ship continued its slow passage, smooth and even. Nothing felt rushed. Nothing felt heavy. The space held a peaceful pause, as if the night itself had chosen to linger a little longer. Inside the rooms, everything remained serene. Sheets lay smooth and welcoming. Blankets rested lightly, warm but never pressing. A glass of water sat untouched. Personal belongings stayed neatly where they were placed. The gentle hum of the ship flowed through the walls, constant and reassuring. Thoughts softened and drifted. Breathing became quiet and slow. The mind felt loose and unburdened, floating calmly in the dark. As the final hours of night stretched on, the world felt distant and kind. Light faded to almost nothing. Sound thinned into silence. The ocean moved patiently outside, unseen and steady. Inside, comfort remained complete and unbroken. Nothing needed attention. Nothing needed words. The moment slowly dissolved into stillness, calm and gentle, holding everything softly, until the last thought faded away. Good night.